My brother told the boy's family I loved someone else to break off my engagement. The engagement was broken. I was patient. 3 years later, when my brother's fiancée left him, he revealed the reason that gave me goosebumps. My sister told me. That day when I spoke to her, she was quiet. Always the one laughing and smiling. But that day she was silent. There was something in her eyes, as if she were hiding a big secret. My brother told the boy's family that you love someone else, she said softly. He wants to destroy your life. My cup fell from my hand. It felt as though a huge part of my life had just shattered. My sister's face was lost, as though she didn't want to reveal this truth either, but it was difficult for her too. What is he saying? I said with bitterness. He doesn't want to save your marriage, she said. He wants to ruin everything so that he doesn't become a part of your life. I was silent. Deep questions swirled in my heart. The brother who had always protected me was now my biggest problem. The neighbor's daughter had seen it. When I first heard this, it felt strange. There was a girl in our street who always kept an eye on everything. She had a habit of exaggerating small matters, and her job seemed to be interfering in people's lives. One day, my son came to me and said, "Mom, we heard the girl in the street talking." "What did she say?" I asked with concern. "She said your brother told the boy's family that you love someone else. He's messing everything up about your marriage." It was one of those moments when I realized that the girls in our neighborhood had become the biggest witnesses to our lives. Their tiny questions and shining eyes left a piercing question in my heart. Her coworker slipped up one day. The same thing surfaced in the office. A colleague of mine, who was always very honest, inadvertently spilled my life secret to me one day. "How's your brother doing?" she asked, laughing. "He always says that you have space in your heart for someone else, and is trying to protect you from it." A shock ran through my mind. The girl who was always absorbed in work was now casually revealing my hidden truth. I began to wonder if there were another secret in my brother's life that I wasn't supposed to know. The children told me later. One day, my son and daughters were chatting. They, who always asked little questions, had begun noticing things about my life. They were talking about something from the past. "Mom, your brother said once that you like someone else and that this guy isn't right for your life." I began to suspect that something bigger was happening, and maybe this was all a part of Time's plan, a plan that would turn into a reality in the coming days. Then one day, everything came to light when the entire family gathered together. It was Christmas Day. Everyone was happy, and each person was sharing their joy. But in my heart, there was a broken question that had been hidden in my breaths all this time. Breaking my silence, I looked at everyone and said, "Is this true?" All eyes turned towards me, and then came the moment when the witnesses began to speak their words. "Yes, we heard it," my mother said. "We never said anything, but your brother had been telling us all this about you." "I heard it," my uncle said. "He was saying a lot about you, and he didn't want to be part of your life." "He was telling us all this," my aunt said. Everyone spoke the same truth. Those who knew nothing before now had to face the reality. I remained silent, just listening to all their truths. Finally, I lowered my head and said, "Now, you all know the truth. Now, face this reality. I am not saying anything. Now, I am facing the truth, and nothing more, and so, it all ended. There were no accusations, just questions. And the truth had come to light." Thank you so much for taking the time to read my story. If you found it impactful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more stories like this. Your support means the world to me and helps me continue sharing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.